It can be frightening to see that there's no people here, that there's no person here, there's no person that's in control, there is no person that has a life, there's no other people out there. But this teaching, this realization that we have is a crucial part to the awakening process or to understanding awakening, because this is what it is that is the illusion that we see through. So it's not that there was a person here that then dies or dissolves or anything like that. It's just seen that that was always an illusion and that something remains. And that's something we could label as God or emptiness or awareness or whatever we want to call it, the one source. That which we are remains, but that which goes through the awakening process is the illusion of separation, the illusion that there is a person here. That's what goes. So it can sound very scary to hear that there's no person here, that there's never been a person here, that there's no one in control here. There's no one that has a life, that has a family. There are no other people out there, which appears to be there. They appear to be there, but they're actually not there. And so, yes, it can sound scary or can be sad, perhaps. We will experience it all in different ways. The way that we're going to process it is going to be dependent upon the conditioning that's happened. But the reality is that that is a truth of reality, that there isn't any people there, that's the point of awakening, that we're going to be letting go of the belief in that person, the belief in separation. And so, yes, it can be confronting, certainly, but it is also just true. So if we have a willingness to want to know what truth actually is, what awakening is really about, the truth of it, not what we want it to be, not a sales pitch that sounds good of just, bliss and joy or whatever, but what the actual truth of awakening is about, then we'll be shown through life revealing it to us experientially, the truth that we don't exist here as a separate person. There's nobody hiding out inside of here that's operating things. There's no knower, there's no thinker of the thoughts, there's no feeler, there's no subject to anything that is being experienced. That is seen to be an illusion, and with that also collapses the illusion that there's other people out there. It goes together. And so if we have a willingness to see that, and we can ask to be shown that, if we're courageous and we want to see the truth of reality, that we don't exist here as a separate person, and those other people, they don't exist as separate people either. We can be shown it. We really can. So a lot of awakening is about having the willingness to see the truth. And if we have that willingness, we can really ask, in meditation or as a prayer, I want to see the truth. I'm ready. Show it to me. And often it can be revealed to you experientially, visually, in all different ways, maybe through dreams, but often just a visual experience of the truth. The veil of separation will move away and you'll be able to see reality clearly. And a part of that is that there are no people here. It's a big part of what awakening is about, is to see that that is part of the dream. That is the illusion, that there is a person here operating things. The good news is that when we let go of the illusion, we let go of the belief in separation, that there's a person here, we let go of a lot of the problems which are connected to that belief. So it doesn't resolve 100% of our problems. There's still going to be physical issues and some issues to do with just being in form, but majority will collapse with that illusion collapsing. So majority of your problems are because you believe in the story of you. You believe that there's a person there. And so this is the very good news. So although it can be scary to see there's no person there, the good news is that it is a lot more enjoyable to have no person there, because that's where most of the problems arise from. in the world and personally is the belief in separation. So there's some examples of some of the problems that are there because of separation would be feelings of inadequacy, feelings of insecurity, perhaps guilt or shame at something that's happened, feelings of not being enough, needing to achieve more or succeed more, or having the feeling of the hungry ghost that you can't fulfill what it is you desire, sort of endless desires and needs. All of that is formed through the belief that there is a person there. The idea that we need to fix other people, or that we can control the future, or that we have any control over what happens in life, all of these things that on one hand might make us feel better, but on the other hand cause us suffering, they are all seen to be illusory as well and drop away as we let go of the illusion of separation. And then we're free. We're free to just be. We're free to just exist as our true selves, as oneness, as the one, as emptiness. And we can just exist and live out the life in the human form with very limited problems.